Okay, we're going to look at these screws or these fasteners. Now these fasteners are installed when this roof is installed on the building. These fasteners are actually self-drillers. They're generally 1.25 inches long. There's insulation underneath here, and we've got about 1 inch, well, probably about 2 to 3 inches of insulation underneath this metal roof, and then you're going to put the panels over top of that. The situation is that you've got fasteners here, and sometimes you have the neoprene seals that will fail, and you can actually have some water getting around these fasteners. These fasteners have all been coated, or they've attempted to coat them with an elastomeric coating, but the thing about it is as you can see here, if you don't get the coating, if you don't get a good dollop of coating on there, you're still exposed around the edges of those fasteners, and you can have a little bit of residual water come into those. The old product that they used for this down under here for the washer on this screw is neoprene. The new product is EPDM rubber, which is a greatly improved product, and that's what most of the fasteners use nowadays, is the EPDM rubber fastener or washer underneath that head to seal down against this metal. The problem with some of the previous washers is that neoprene seal has deteriorated, dry rotted. Maybe the installer got that screw a little bit off center, maybe a little bit crooked, and it didn't seat properly when you were installing that into this roof. And over a period of time, you can have some water get into those areas, and that's the problem with the fastener. The way to deal with these fasteners, if you're not re-roofing the building or doing something different, the way to deal with these things is when you put a sealant, a good elastomeric sealant on these, is you need to encapsulate out away from this fastener about 1/4 inch or so, and you need to cover that up just like a Hershey's Kiss and have an entire encapsulation over that so that there's no part of the edge of this fastener that's exposed for water to get down into. As you can see with some of these, they've tried to seal them, but they really didn't get enough sealant on them. Here's one that doesn't look like it was screwed down tight enough to start with. So basically, it's an installer situation that you're going to have to deal with. Around these units here, any type of fan or unit, you can see the problems with some of the coatings. Caulkings and things don't really stick that well. Silicone caulking, that's silicone caulking right there. It does not stick very good to metal roofing. There is an acid cure silicone caulking that does pretty well. You go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and buy just some silicone caulking. Now this is what you're going to get. It's not going to stick and do a very good job around your metal appurtenances. You can see here some of the coatings they put on is cracking, coming loose. It's a difficult situation at best. In order to make this, in order for this type of elastomeric coating system even to have a chance to work, you have got to have a good clean surface to work with. So this roof would have to be power washed, which involves a lot of work. You got a place behind this unit here. Your panels have stopped off. They put a water diverter in, but look at the problems that you have. You've got areas for water to come in. That is actually worse, having the coating there, because you're creating a dam. The water goes down in here and it cannot escape, and so basically it can push up the hill, and you're going to have water coming in the back of this panel right here. So if the coating, this particular coating doesn't seem to have done very well at all. It's very brittle, and I know for a fact that this is only about 6-7 years old. So this is some real poor quality coating. So it's very important you get the right quality coating if you're going to try to do some maintenance or repair on your metal roof.